let us invite Grade 5 level leader, Miss Emily, to give invocation.
Let us bow our heads for the opening prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity that we can all gather together here, Lord, and begin the new school year. We ask your Holy Spirit to please be with each one of us, and please guide us and lead us and direct us in the path that we should go. I pray that we will be empowered to serve, and I pray that you will be with our leaders, our teachers, and the staff, and all of us that are going to be working together, that you will give us love, joy, peace, and understanding as we endeavor and venture into the new school year 2022 to 2023. Thank you, Lord, for hearing and answering our prayers. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Now, we would like to invite our school director, Mr. Jaran, to give welcome remarks.
Good morning, everyone. A new beginning can be both a blessing and a challenge. The opening of this school year may usher in excitement, or it can also bring in problems to solve. However, you view this new chapter of our academic year. It is my prayer that we will unitedly face both the good and not so good realities of these initial pages of the school year 2022-2023. It is my honor to welcome each of you to EIS International School, or simply to the mission field that God has placed us all in. Regardless of roles you do, we share this commitment to provide the utmost service to our master teacher and to our stakeholders. To those who have been serving EIS for years, I personally thank you for your desire to honor God through the works you do here. And for those who will be starting their first year in EIS, I hope that honoring God and fulfilling His ways will be your topmost priority. United in mission and our collective desire to uplift God's work in this institution, let us welcome this school year with honor, humility, and honesty, carrying with us God's grace, guidance, and love. I would like to thank the Thailand Adventist Mission and the administrative committee, the leadership team, and those of you who started serving even before the opening of the school year. I personally felt motivated knowing that God has been working with us as we collaborate with Christ in fulfilling the Great Commission. As we press on to the new chapter of EIS, let us continually remember our purpose and mission personally and corporately as a family. Welcome to the school year 2022-2023. Empower, inspired to serve. Welcome to EIS International School family. Before I will sit down, I would like to introduce to you our guest speaker today. She's one of the EIS alumni, a mentor, former director of EIS, and now serving as the Education Director of Southeastern Asia Union Mission, or SEUM, with the headquarters at Mok Lek, Thailand. Please put your undivided attention to Dr. Surapi Sorachakul.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me from the back? Okay, hope this works. Is it too loud? Okay. Thank you. It's nice to be back here. And I'm glad to see some of the faces of my friends, my colleagues. So glad that you are still here. Probably you're very inspired to teach and love what you're doing here. I remember I was here when I was young. There was no air conditioning in this room. There was still lots of pine trees, a lot of mud, a lot of floods. We still could fish. Things changed. Places changed. There are lots of development happening. I see the new playgrounds. I see buildings. We used to have only this building and another building on that side, but that was demolished, and there's a new building. But as you say, time change, things change. One thing never changes. It is your heart. And your love, hopefully, will never change. The love for people, the love for your job, the love for your students. And I love what you write here. Empower, inspire to serve. And I believe that you are ready to inspire. Coming in, look at the beautiful decoration, listen to the beautiful songs, and look at this stage. The team really put in efforts to make sure the place is welcoming all of you here. I believe that the team see the importance of each one of you who are coming. They don't just let you sit without seeing beautiful things. They come with a prepared plan, program, and decoration. I'm so thankful that the administrative team see the importance of the teachers. Luke was a young man. When he was a boy, he couldn't talk. He was born with autism. The parents worked so hard to help him and support him. When he come to church, people are so used to hear him cry or scream once in a while. So finally, they put the family at the back so that if he screams, the family can just take the boy out. Every member in the church tried to support him. As he grew up, one thing is that he had in his heart, he can't talk. He have to learn to put words together or learn to write on iPad. But the heart that he have is so precious. He cared for people. When he grew up, he started a big and good program because as he come to church, since he was young, he saw homeless, sat right across the street with the sign, "Be mercy to me, be kind, and God bless." People come to church, walk past the guy. Some see, some don't, some ignore, some even forgot that there was a man sitting with the sign, "Be kind to me, God bless." But look, pay attention to that lonely man sitting right in front of the church. So he started on his own, getting a pack that he put nuts, put fruits, put foods, put a little notes of caring, and put Bible text into the bag. So whenever he came to church, he would give this little bag to the homeless in front of the church. The caring of one boy expanded to be activities of the family. So family get together, put a bag together and gave to the homeless in front of the church. The activities of the family became the activities of the church just because of this look, an autistic boy who had the heart of caring. So the church get together, they bought things, and they finally get out, prepare lots of bags to give to the homeless. When Luke was there, looking at people asked him, what and why? With the writing, he said this, when I help people, I find purpose of life. I'm so scared thinking of being alone in life, but I have a very good support system that helped me. But the reality of life is there are so many people out there who are so scared to walk alone. Isn't it nice to touch a scared life and help them? I find purpose of life when I help people. Teachers, I believe you have come across a lot of students. Some are difficult. Some is so hard to sit in class. Once you get out, you felt so tired. At the end of the day, you just want to rest. It's so exhausted. And just wish that if this boy is absent for one day, my class is going to be peaceful. I remember having one boy in the class, and that day he was not in class. I didn't realize how good my class is. Looking back, isn't that bad? That particular boy who was absent is the boy whom may need help, may be scared to be alone as they walk the path of life. So we are here together. We are here to empower the students, to care for them, to care for the individuals who are good students and who learn and struggle in class and who learn and struggle to know how to learn. So today, I love your songs. As I look at your songs here, it says, I have my faults. I have my care. Nobody is perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. When I was a director here, I made a lot of mistakes. People like me, people don't like me. But I care. I have my faults. I have my cares. Lead me, Lord. I have my fear. I have my doubt. But if you lead me, Lord, here I am. Send me. Is that a wonderful song? And I wish you remember that song as you go on everyday life. And think of that. I have my faults, but I care. Every one of you here cares. Every one of you here are ready to empower the students. But there are times when you need strength in life. And I would like to leave with you the text for today. Which is found in the books of Psalm. Sorry. It's found in Psalm 16, verse 8 and 9. And as you feel tired, discouraged, scared, or motivated, remember this. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I will not be shaken. Therefore, my heart is glad. My tongue rejoices. My body also will rest secure. You had made known to me the path of life. You will fill me with joy. Your presence with eternal pleasure at your right hand. Set God always before you. He will be with you, and He will help you when you are tired, when you do not know how to handle the students, when you are doubt about what you have been doing. Trust, and God will be with you. Empower, inspire. The students are waiting for you to empower them, to inspire them to serve for others, so they will find purpose of life. Send me, God. Thank you, and have a good year.
Thank you so much, Dr. Surupi, for your beautiful message that you have shared with us. May we all continue to empower, inspire, and to serve. At this time, we would like to share a token of appreciation that would be presented to you by our director, Dr. Mr. Jaran. You can go ahead. Okay.
Next, we will give our school manager, Mr. Panwat, to talk about our school facilities.
Good morning, everyone. Dear Dr. Surupi, our special guest today, Ajahn Jaran, our director, administrator, teachers, and staff. Thank you, Dr. Surupi, that she told us that EIS is growing up from what she said before. But now we see that our school is developed a lot. Thank God that we have a good school here. We have a nice school here. Okay, so we know that the EIS is a big school according to the number of the students, number of the teachers, and also the staff. I was sure that CAA, they have a bigger land there in Chiang Mai, but here we also have the big school in Thailand. So I would like to share about the school facility. Okay, you see from that soil, that road inside here, we have a lot of building here. That side will be Thai school, Thai section. This is our school. So we have a lot of building here. I think for new coming, you will know about our building after you come here, maybe a certain time. So not only this area, we have this across the soil, the road here. We have our facility that is apartment for teachers and staff. Beyond that, we have the bigger land inside compound that is also the facility of the EIS. We have the parking lot there. We have the church in the compound, Thai church. We have Korean church. We have the Burmese and Korean church. We have Indian church there, Thai church that, and also we have the TAM, that is our what do you call that, is the headquarters of the Seventh-day Adventists. So also we have another school there, BAIS there. So I know that you will learn more about the facility for those who come newcomer. So we have a lot of church here. This auditorium also become the BAC church. So every Sabbath we welcome you to join BAC. This international church. We have Thai church there. We have Korean. We have the Burmese. We have Indian. So we are welcome you to join with our worship. Okay, so for me, I just want to introduce the department that I take care. So every time that you see something that needs to be fixed, you can write the request and tell the maintenance office to fix for you, okay? They might know everything that needs to be fixed. You are the one that can see this, can fix. So you just write the request, send to them, okay? We have the housekeeping. And another one is food service, okay? Clinic, if you are not feeling well or your student not feeling well, you can go to clinic. We have cafeteria, okay? Every time you're hungry, okay, just go to cafeteria. We have the safety or security and transportation, okay? We have the reception. We have IT. If you have the problem with your computer or your IT device, so you can call them. You can write the request. We have snack bar there. Okay, if you want to have something you can eat, you can go and buy. For our school, we use this one, the card for enter the school or leave the school compound. So this one not only the check attendant, you can use this one as for lunch, for buy something at the snack bar also, okay? So next, this is maintenance head, okay, Kun Song Suk, okay? You may see him around here. This is housekeeping, Kun Nidara, okay? You might know her. And this one, Kun Yenapa, this is head of cafeteria, and Kun Kusarin, this is a snack bar, okay? Take care of snack bar. This is a clinic. We have 3 nurses here, okay? Kun Sirupon, okay? Kun Hattaya,นะครับ Kun Somjet, okay? This one for safety and security, okay? Kun Ken, Kun Thanakit, okay? And Kun Bawon, transportation, okay? You might know him later when you use when you want to use van or vehicle. Okay, this is a reception. We have 2 already here in the office. Okay, this is IT people. They have 3 or 4 IT now. Okay, yeah, he is the head of the IT. Okay, I know that you will learn a lot of the school facility. If you have something that you want the school to develop, you just let us know, okay? Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Ajahn Punawat, for letting us know more about the facilities and getting us acquainted with the things. At this time, we would move on to testimony of praises. It's a short or video clip that we would be watching at this time.
in people, that He uses each of us to make a difference in ourselves and to make a difference in the world around us. I am thankful for God and what He has done for me. The real question, though, is, what are you thankful for?
I praise God for another school year. He sustained us in the previous academic years. Surely, His blessings will be upon us again this year. We had on and off online classes last year, but despite the challenges of switching platforms on unpredicted days, I praise God for the patience and ideas on how to deal with those things. The quick adapt mode of the students, as well as the support of the parents. Another year to grow in God's wisdom, another year to transform lives. May we always praise God in the upcoming challenges and victories.
We are so thankful that now we have our kids back on campus. Things are slowly getting back to normal, and we are really looking forward and very excited to the new school year ahead. Thank you, God, for all those blessings.
Personally, I am happy and thankful because of God's goodness to all of us, and personally to my life especially. I cannot say in words how thankful I am for all the goodness I received from God, and also from the support from school, teachers, for all your support and prayers. God bless, and happy school year 2022 to 23.
I really thank God for His guidance. In spite of this pandemic, challenges come in. Sometimes by looking at them is impossible, especially when I talk with the students. The first thing that they ask me is, can we survive this with online? I told them, as long we together, God is with us and we will survive. When they come to the class face to face in January, you can see that how God give us the guidance. And at the end of the semester, everybody happy, and we praise the Lord and really thank Him for that. That's why my faith grows one step higher. Thank you.
Teacher's job, people say, belongs within the four walls of the classroom. No, a teacher's job, like a parent, is never done. I know many of my colleagues, many of my friends who are grateful that we all had a job during the pandemic at the school. Being a teacher is not about the money. It is about our passion. It is our calling. It is something that we want to do. And that is what I want to say. I am grateful for being a teacher because I was there for my students when they needed me. Have a nice day.
Thank God for surrounding me with wonderful people. It's actually my first year in the middle school. It's my first time to have my homeroom class here in EIS, and I had the best experience. My kids this past year were all so kind. I had fun teaching and learning with them as well. And I praise God for the opportunity to serve. This gives me an inspiration as I face another year, that may we keep on harnessing and imparting wisdom to our students, not only for them to be excellent academically and mentally, but most importantly, spiritually ready for heaven.
I'm thankful for the past that I'm working here. I was very happy and enjoyed to work here because I had a good colleague. I feel like we are at a family, and I hope that God will continue to guide us and bless us more. Thank you.
A brand new school year is about to begin. I encourage you to believe and always giving Him glory, for He is so worthy.
I am thankful.
I think we all are thankful to God for all His blessings that He has given to us. we are thankful to God for everything that He has done. At this time, we would like to invite Dr. Virgilio, who is the Director, Secretary, and Human Resource Manager, to present his human resource related matters to us.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome back to school. Are you happy? Of course. You know what? In the past few weeks, the weather was not so good, right? Hot, cold, raining, the sunshine is there. That's why I was sick. But praise the Lord because I'm here today. Dr. Surapi, Kap Kun Makmak na Kap, thank you so much for allowing us to have you this morning. Last time when I called and I asked you to be a part of our pre-session, you know, Dr. Serapi did not say no. She said, okay, Mr. Kim, please email me so that I can set my schedule. I praise the Lord for that and for making this today. God bless you, Nakap, as our SAUM director. The administrators also, under the directorship of Ajan Jaran, thank you so much for all your help. Nakap, Ajan Panuwat, Sir Ian, Ma'am Catherine. You know, there are a lot of things to be thankful for. And I praise the Lord because He provided us of so many things. Sometimes, yes, we have faults. We have errors. We're not perfect. We need you. Please continue to pray, our administrators. This morning, we would like to inform you that the administrators approved this year's benefits. Can you show the first slide, please? There would be perfect attendance again, okay? By quarter. If you will be in school before 6:30 or at 6:30 until 3 if you're a staff, or until 4 if you're a staff, teacher is until 3. For 1 quarter, you will get a voucher of 1,000 baht. Next, we also have this birthday voucher. Last June, we already provided or handed over the 1,000 baht voucher for the celebrants for June and July. So next month, of course, August babies, enjoy your 1,000 baht voucher to be topped up in your ID card. And there would be also no sick leave gift starting school year 2022-23, amounting 2,500. So if you are not sick all throughout the year, because you know there are many people also who are blessed and no sickness at all, so you will get the 2,500. But thank you, admin, and our finance ladies are also ready to give you that. Attendance, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. is for full-time teachers, and 6:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. for staff. Until 4:30 p.m. if we have our teachers and staff meeting. Remember that the morning procedure, it started with sign in or use your ID using the automated gates provided or there installed in gate number 3 here, and or building 9, 6:30 a.m. is worship in the auditorium, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The schedule was sent by Mr. Ian last week, and please check if your name is there. You might be a song leader or a speaker. And note that attendance is part of your evaluation. If you are absent or if you are ill, please contact your section principal or the secretary before 6:30 a.m. and send your lesson plan to the secretary or to the principal's office. Fill out also the school employee leave of absence form before your absence and submit to the principal's office. For the dress code, we had a survey asking everyone's thoughts if you would like to have a uniform or not about the white thing. But majority said no. Okay, so we will not use that. Okay, are you happy? No uniform, and I learned that, it's not about the uniform, okay? But because this is a professional institution, we have to come to school professionally dressed, okay? And no more, this year, EIS did not approve yet the polo shirt on Friday shirt, so do not use polo shirts, okay? No yellow polo shirt, no white polo shirt, no blue polo shirt. No red polo shirt. All professional. If men, long sleeves and necktie or short sleeves, or if you don't have any necktie, okay, for as long as it's full buttoned shirt. For ladies, blouse and skirt or a dress that should be at least below the knee, so that when you bend, it will not be seen. Okay? Professional, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But Fridays, we are promoting Thai culture. So wear your Thai costume on Fridays. Of course, this is a diverse environment. So you can wear any international costume you may have on Fridays. Okay? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, professional clothes, necktie, or without necktie for as long as it's full-buttoned. Or on Fridays, see, I saw Sir Ian Kenneth is smiling. Maybe he will wear his barong on Friday. Sorry, hi, sir. Okay, that's Friday. Next one, non-B visa. To those foreigners, please note that you have the proper non-B visa while you are here in order for us to work legally. If you don't have a non-B visa yet, please visit Mr. Sompong, or you can ask us for guidance. If you have your dependents with you, your mother, your children, your spouse, please get a dependent visa for them. Re-entry, if you want to go out of the country because it's open right now, please get the re-entry before going out of Thailand. Also, if you come back, please report your 24-hour notification. And your 90-day starts from day one you arrive Thailand. Please report that because, before we experienced teachers and even staff who paid 2,000 baht each. So if you have your mother, your daughter, your son, so 2,000, 10,000. Please avoid paying the penalty. Thai teaching license. You might say that Mr. Kim keeps on saying that this Thai teaching license is important. Yes, it is important to foreigners as well as non-foreigners because this is an educational institution. For foreigners, it will, connect from one organization to another, like Kurusapa, the Ministry of Labor, because if you don't have the license, the temporary license, you cannot get a work permit. You cannot get the, the visa. So please make sure, especially to our new employees who are here today, start looking for an institution that could help you obtain the 5-year license. For now, you don't have. You can get a temporary license that is good for 2 years, but do not wait until 2 years ends and then you start. I think it's good if you start now. If you want to stay here in EIS until you retire. Okay? Next one, SDA teaching license. Dr. Sarapi is also here, and she approved recently about 3 people from EIS with the SAUM or the SSD teaching license. So if you are qualified, we have the application. Please send in your application so that we can assist you with that. We have also this benefit that if we go to Mission Hospital, we don't need to pay first. Okay? But we have to obtain this medical request form, okay? Actually, you can go to any other hospitals, but you have to pay first and you reimburse later. But if you prefer to go to Bangkok Adventist Hospital or Mission Hospital, please ask a medical request form before going there. What you need to do is just email hr@eis.ac.th, okay? Your name, your birthday, when are you going, as well as the purpose why you are going there. But if you don't want to email, you can go there, but you have to pay first, okay? So that's medical request form. Another thing, employment certificate, sometimes we use for visa purposes, we have to use for authentication. So if you need an employment certificate, kindly inform our office, okay? We have other things to do in the office. If it's possible, please do it ahead of time so that we can prepare and we can call you once the form is ready. Our HR team is growing, okay? My secretary is Sisi Pritsana, okay? You can contact her at extension 1020, 1020, Miss Sisi. Our visa, of course, we have two people there, Mr. Sumpong and Mr. Pipat, 1250, 1250. If you have questions about your licenses, your visa, they are always ready to assist you. So please don't forget to visit 125 or extension 1250 if you want to dial Mr. Sumpong and Mr. Pipat. And this year, we have our data privacy officer as well as HR staff in the name of Miss Eden. Her extension is 2060. But if you want to talk to me, just dial 2030. Nakap? Before I will continue, I would like to say thank you so much for your presence today, to the people behind this beautiful decoration today, Teacher Marge, who created, as well as assisted by Mr. Gerald and Mr. Asher, and of course our housekeeping department, IT, Mr. Noparat, thank you so much also, the maintenance department for everything. A lot to mention. And who else? Our media team. We are streamed online right now because we have our employees in Building 9. And Ajan, I think EIS needs a bigger auditorium. Ajan Panuwat. Is that okay, my cap? Ajan Panuwat don't know this. But yeah, because our population is growing. As of this morning, our total population, teachers and staff, is about 271. Okay? 271. Why? We added classrooms. The new building is now open, grades 3, 4, and 5. But we added from K1, K2, K3, K4. So we have more people. Today, I will be introducing 29 new employees in EIS. But before I will call them one by one, here's the surprise number from our new employees with the help of Miss May Sandar and, of course, Miss Ilvina. They will play a very special song for you. Thank you very much. That is only the first performance because today is their day one. And Ma'am Dali just mentioned to me that, Kim, please announce, because they will be singing tomorrow, okay? For the dedication program. Practice will be at 3 o'clock here in the auditorium this afternoon. Okay, those who would like to sing for tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, please be here for the practice. I would like to introduce to you the new members of the EIS family. First, the one who played the guitar is our new high school chaplain, Mr. Asher Salvan. Please come in front. And I would like to request the administrators to offer the pomalay. The pomalays are here, Captain. Next one. As I call your name, please come in the front. As I call your names, please come in front so that our administrators will hand to you the pomalay. Mrs. Dartu Kalayatin Nant from Myanmar. She is our middle school math teacher. You receive the pomalay there and then go here in front. Johnny Lou Ibanez, our music teacher. Another musician, Mr. Andy Lee Jali, our music teacher. Mr. Gerald Nian Kamato, our middle school chaplain. Rotherona J. Balienas Murillo, our music teacher. All the way from Brazil, we have Marian Suarez Ferreira. She is not only one because her twin sister is with us too, Mrs. Paula David. So you can see two faces from Brazil, Paula and Marian. Grace Nas, Stephanie Joss, our kindergarten 2C teacher. Kit Kanok Laprasong, our Thai teacher. Satanan Archawatanakun, our TA for kindergarten 1. Yukari Sen is another TA for kindergarten 1. We have our nanny, Konsutida Srisuwan. Miss Strongjai Kanchana Watit, our pre-K nanny. Olga Neta Nelson, our grade 1 teacher. Mr. Jake Ismarcina, our grade 3 English teacher. Our primary and elementary school chaplain, Miss Anita Anak Lengkong. Another Thai teacher is Kun Kanyapat Damrong Kiatiot. Another Thai teacher is Kun Isayapon Porinantawong. Nan Vera Sui, from our TA for grade 1. Mr. Monsha Saini, our middle school science teacher. Gerald Shamir Pasayan, another middle school teacher. High school computer teacher, Kritmiti Wongun. Our academic principal secretary, Ms. Mintida Totong. Ms. Jaruni Titipanawan, our elementary school secretary. Chunticha Choi Chai, our snack bar staff. Kanwara Prani, snack bar staff. Kunwana Supsakwong, our cafeteria staff. And the head of our maintenance department, Mr. Songsok Kiatianyong. Welcome to Ekamai International School. And ladies and gentlemen, if you see them around, please show your big smiles. Welcome them with a mini heart. Everyone, mini heart for them to take picture. Welcome to EIS. And we will give this time for the photo opportunity with the administrators. Move a little bit. I don't want to miss this opportunity thanking also Mr. Pung Chai for creating our testimonies video, as well as Ms. Lin, our media and publication coordinator. And thank you so much, new employees and administrators. You may now go back to your respective seats. Before we would like to have the break, Sir McDonald and Ma'am Gloria, thank you so much for being our hosts today and for saying yes when I called you and for allowing this to happen. Thank you so much and God bless you. Can you give a round of applause to our MCs? Thank you very much. We will be having a 15-minute break, at the back. We have fruits, and then please come back for part 2. Thank you very much.
stretch break and some fruits this morning. I was having a conversation with Ajahn earlier when Mr. Kim called my attention to come up here and do the academic portion of our morning's presentation. Ajahn was making a comment. Wait for Mr. Ian to finish first, put the finance policies later. We need to work first before being compensated. All right, so this morning my aim is just to give you a quick bird's eye view of who we are. I think this is not the time to go through some really profound academic things. We have plenty of time during the school year, but I think it's a good motive to begin the school year with something special to understand who we are. I'd like to focus on that at the beginning. Maybe I'll take only 2 or 3 minutes, and then later on, some specifics of what we are going to do in the coming days to come. Now, I begin with who we are. We know that the ideals of our Seventh-day Adventist Christian education is lofty, and that is supposed to be centered on Christ. The new employees who came here for the orientation a few days back really understood who we are as a school, because understanding who we are as a school will help drive the instruction, will help us produce plans for the school and make sure that our efforts are all centered and focused on things that really matter to our school. Now, when we think about who we are as a school, I think we can all remember, and we are all in unison in saying that as a school, we understand about the holistic development of our students, meaning the physical, mental, social, and spiritual aspects of the individual, and not just one individual. And new employees, you would recall, what did we say at that time? Are we talking about specifically just one individual student, one specific person on the campus? What did we say at that time, if you can recall? Are we working on one individual or... All right, maybe this is, there is something that they say, maybe short-term memory, or, sometimes people would ask me, oh, Mr. Ian, what's happening? And I would say, probably it's COVID brain, Okay, so we're working not just on one individual, but we're working on all. The development of the total person, not just of one student, but every student. Likewise, we think of the development of every individual on the campus, not just one employee, not just one staff, but we try our best to look at the whole school community holistically, meaning inclusive, meaning involves everybody. So this is the ideals of our education as a school. We leave out of this place remembering that we're not only teaching one child, we're teaching everybody in a school setting. That's one aspect. Moving on to the second one, our school as a Christian school aims to provide quality, global education in a Christian environment. So to sum up who we are as a school, we have to remember that EIS, as a school that empowers, inspires, and serves, aims to develop students holistically in the four natures of man by providing quality Christian education in our locality. So you have to unpack that a little bit. It's Christ-centered. When we walk into the classroom, I remember having this conversation with Mr. Fred, and he mentioned that, in the absence of Christ, there is one person representing him in the classroom, and that is you. In the absence of Christ in the office, the staff is there. And who do we want to see in the classroom? Who do we want to see in the offices? Someone who cares, someone who understands, someone who loves. So this is the kind of, representative of Christ that we want to see on our campus, having that clear vision in mind. It's a work in progress, but I think it's a good time to begin this year thinking about who we are and how are we representing Christ in every aspect, in every activity, in every endeavor on the campus. Okay, so that's who we are. So please remember that. I'd like to continue with something else. As I've mentioned, I'm not going to talk about specifics regarding academics. To be honest with you, we know that our student administration office is already in the background. Okay, I think that is very, very, very obvious. And so we like to thank Ms. Dolly. Ms. Dolly, if you're still here, if you're around in this room, we really want to sincerely thank you, and please accept our profound gratitude for your wholehearted service and commitment as our former PSA. Now, the work of our PSA has been distributed among the section principals. Okay, so this is also a work in progress. Our meetings this week will involve, at the end of the day, meetings with principals. You will notice in the program that there is principals meeting at 3 o'clock every day. So this will help us be able to be on top of things, to be updated of what's going on in the day and how we can prepare for the next day. So this is one of our strategies as principals to work together. Now, another thing, and I would like to end with this before the most exciting part of the presentation will come from our finance manager, the importance of how we involve everyone and how we're trying to support everyone. Looking at the program, you will notice that beginning today in the afternoon at 1 o'clock, we will have a PLC. What is this PLC? It's a professional learning community. Now, we understand that we are trying our best to provide experiences for our teachers to develop. We support everyone's growth and development in the areas of your expertise or in fields where in the future you would like to serve. We understand that we can provide as much as we can, and we know that there is also limitation in that sense. And so we are opening up our professional development activities to include different sectors in our school. And by involving different sectors in the school, we are actually fulfilling two things. One is to accomplish our job description. This is not the time to recall job description, but maybe later on when you are able to sign your contract, you can review part of our job description, which is to be actively involved in a sharing culture, meaning that whenever you are called or requested to share some strategies or some useful tips about teaching to improve learning teaching process in the school be able to share. So that's one of that. And actually, we're hitting two birds with one stone, meaning that our teachers who are involved in this process of PLC or sharing culture in terms of educational innovations, strategies, and things related to that will actually have an evidence for the renewal of their Thai teaching license. You would recall that when you fill out that form, there is a section that says you need to tick which part you are submitting a certificate for. And that is, let's say, for example, fulfilling some sort of seminar, fulfilling some sort of being a resource person, or maybe participating in an activity that is related to learning management or educational management, that sort of, around the context, that sort of thing. So we are hitting two birds with one stone. We're trying to increase the possibility of having everyone get involved in the development of other individuals through a sharing culture, and at the same time, by participating in that, we will provide you a certificate that you can use to bolster your application for renewal of your Thai teaching license. Okay, that said, I will just want to give you a few things today. We have PLC. Our Thai teachers have been implementing project-based learning, and they are able to share that today, starting today with our grades 1 through 5 teachers in Building 9. They will start off with learning measurement and evaluation, to be followed by project-based learning tomorrow. That's for day 2. So this is a back-to-back presentation by our Thai teachers, how project-based learning works well in their practice, how they are happy to share that with teachers in grades 1 through 5 to improve our certain processes in terms of how we deal with projects, how we implement projects, how we involve students, how we enable them to complete their projects on time. So this is one PLC. Also, Shireen will share strategies, effective strategies, practical teaching strategies with the middle school and high school tomorrow. Okay, another thing is that we understand we might not have access to experts in areas where we are limited, and we have been hearing in the past how our students have been displaying, let's say, behaviors that seem to present challenges to our teachers. Sometimes we are not able to address them, probably because we didn't have any previous experience, we don't have any previous training, and so we are able to invite someone for our Thai nannies and our Thai TAs to learn something about how to identify symptoms of children having behavior problems, let's say attention deficit, and what can they do to help the homeroom teacher. This will be in Thai. So as you can see, we're trying our best to get people outside. We are trying to outsource whatever support we can provide for our staff. The next one is related to the understanding of developmental and behavior challenges among young learners. So you will notice that the presentations for the Thai nannies and TAs, as well as for kindergarten teachers, are quite related around behavior, because these teachers are the ones dealing most of the time with behavior challenges in their classroom. So we're trying to empower them with knowledge and information they can have, whatever support out there they can have access to help them feel successful in teaching our students, because we understand before we can even address their learning needs, we need to make sure that we are able to handle their behavior first. Okay, so this is our process of trying to provide you whatever professional development is available, and we get outside, and at the same time, we will involve our own staff to share their strategies, which will also help them to fulfill their requirements for their Thai teaching license renewal, and at the same time, they can fulfill their job description of participating in a culture and a sharing culture around professional development initiatives. Okay, another model for you, because we have discussed in the administration that we are trying to be inclusive. We're trying to expand our PD, let's say, our PD opportunities for our teachers and staff. The administration can organize up to a certain extent, but we understand that different departments have specific needs. And so we have discussed that in the department budget or the grade level budget, there will be an allocation for that towards professional development. And a model will have to be something for the music department. We were able to book someone to come and share his experiences about conducting a school choir, a choir director who teaches in a Thai school, and how he manages to make the students sing, not just sing, but sing beautifully. So this is, something that our music teachers might need, and something that will also open up their new horizons towards teaching Thai students in our school. So basically, there can be two types of professional development. Professional development as a whole, administration will invite people to come in. There is, let's say, smaller scale development or PD to be organized by the department, and the example is through the music department happening this week. Okay, so these are just a few things that I'd like to share with you. Nothing specific about the nitty-gritty of academic matters, but I understand that we all need to develop, we all need to progress professionally, we need to help each other. As Ajahn Surapi mentioned earlier, you do not have to feel alone, okay? You do not have to feel alone. There are people to support you, and this is one way we can support one another as we move forward and grow together, to be empowered, to be inspired, as well as be fit for service in God's kingdom. Okay, so Ajahn, I am done with my part. I am ready for the compensation.
Good morning once again. I'm really excited and happy to meet you all today. This morning, I will not be talking about specific policies, but I would like to introduce our finance department. There are 10 of us in our department, and we have 2 cashiers. Over here, our first cashier is Miss Kanya. If you need any assistance about issuing receipts, payments for reimbursements, teachers and staff, you can bring your receipts to her for reimbursements. And requests for cash advances, you can also come to see her, checking your account balances, or for payments like tutoring or after-school activities. And just a quick guide regarding receipt reimbursements and cash advances for teaching supplies. As you know that this week, I'm sure everybody is so busy preparing and purchasing supplies. The receipt for reimbursement or cash advance for teaching supplies, please make a request at least 2 days in advance. But in case of emergencies, please communicate with us. We can try to work things out. And the second point is the clearing account report and receipts. Whenever you cash advance for teaching supplies that you need to buy to prepare, we will help you, assist you with that. But we would also request you that you will clear the receipts and the report of your cash advance within the week with the cashier so that they can clear your accounts. Our next cashier is Miss Nipapon, and in short, we call her Piprao. So she also does the same thing. She issues receipts, payments, but she also takes care of our accident insurance claim requests for employees and students. So if you have an accident receipt to claim, you can come to her with a doctor's certificate that indicating it's an accident. And she takes care mainly of payments for outsource, like vendors, and also she can help you with checking your account balances and for tutoring or after-school payments. Next is our accountants. We have 5 accountants in our office. And our first accountant here is Miss Daruni. In short, we call her Da. And she's taking care of all our monthly payroll. And so she's very important to us. She takes care of our payroll, our provident fund, social securities, and also income tax report. So if you have any concerns about your salary or details, deductions, you can come to her. She can give you some information or clarification. And she also takes care of all the charges that comes through your account, like apartment rental, utilities, and Bangkok Adventist Hospital medical charges from the hospital, and your children educational charges, and other charges that goes to your personal account. She takes care of that. So if you have any inquiries, please communicate with her. Next, we have another accountant here, Miss Kanika. Miss Kanika, in short, we call her Yui. She takes care of everything about student accounts. So she handles all of our student accounts, and she prepares and updates on yearly school fees, schedules, and collections. Yeah. And our next accountant here, we have a man. His name is Mr. Noparin. In short, we call him Piteng. And he is our general account controller. And so he helps us with everything in our office. So if you need any assistance, he can also assist you. And next, we have Mr. Puton. We call him Peter in short. He is our fixed asset account controller. And so he helps us everything about furnitures, equipments, and like our school is quite a big school, and we have a lot of things moving around here and there. So he helps us with the recording, monitor, and the movement of our school assets. And our next accountant is Mr. Sila. We call him Bon. He helps us. You can also ask help if you need to come to our office. He helps communicate with banks. We have our main bank, which is Ayutthaya Bank. So he's the person who communicates for us. And he prepares and updates EIS employees' housing contracts, those who stay in our facility, apartments and house. So he's the person that he will prepare and maybe contact you to come and sign the contract. And he also helps generate our food vouchers and gift vouchers transfers to our smart card accounts. So if we have any vouchers, normally he will be the one to transfer to our our ID directly. And he also assists us with any other account services. And next, we have Miss Kanchana. She is our purchase officer. In short, we call her Pinut. And if you need any assistance about school materials, supplies, purchases, requests, purchase of equipment and furniture, upon approval, she can also assist you if you need sample catalogs, brochures, and supplies contacts of the school. She can help you with that. And now we have our messenger officer, which his name is Mr. Suchat. So we call him Nung. His short nickname is Nung. So if you see him around, he's our messenger. And we have 2 uniform shop officers. Our first one here is Miss Ochirapan. She is our U-Shop custodian. And in short, you may hear us call her sometimes Sandy. That's her English name, Sandy. And we have a uniform shop assistant. She is Miss Rataya. We can call her Pam Pam, also that's her nickname. And lastly, It's me, Catherine. You can call me Kat in short. My responsibility this school year is school treasurer, and I look forward working with you all. And our office, I hope that our office can be a good support to everyone, the best we can do so that this school year will be a successful one. And we had some updates for our financial policy. We will send it to your emails soon. And God bless you and thank you, everyone.
Yes. I hope you are still awake, right? Okay, thank you, Ms. Catherine, to introduce your staff in finance office. Okay, and according to our program saying that she is going to share with us the finance policy, but she has chosen to communicate in other form. Okay, but I can share with you some good news, okay, regarding finance of the school. Okay, these are the vote of the school board. Okay, for the new staff, our school is under the church system. Okay, Thailand Adventist Mission is the licensee of the school. So we have the school board, which is the Thailand Adventist Mission president, executive secretary, treasurer, education director, which is me, and also the school director, school treasurer, school manager, and academic principal, and human resource. These are the leader teams. Okay. Whatever decision we make, we need the action from the board to approve before we can practice. Okay? We just not able to make our announcement or changes by ourselves. We are controlled by the board. Okay? We are controlled by the board. And recently, we have proposed so many things to the board to approve, which related to our finance things. Okay? I would like to share with you about this. But before that, before I forget it, I would like to talk about this first. I have received the question from many of you through one of the leader teams. You might get this question from the parents, okay, regarding the COVID protocol. Okay, if you follow the news from the government, the health ministry or the Ministry of Education, they always update the protocol from the government to us. As I know at the moment, okay, COVID is no more a serious sickness or serious disease at all in our country. That's why many new teachers can come into our country very easily. If you compare to last year or last 2 years, it's very strict and very difficult to get foreigner teachers from abroad. But this year, the situation is very relaxed, and our country has already made this announcement to everyone that you are all welcome to Thailand. You don't need to be worried about the COVID situation. And school is under the Ministry of Education, so we have to follow if there's any restriction. Okay, at the moment, there's no restriction that we have to do like last year. So they are not require the school, the staff, the students to take the ATK test to submit to the school, no need at all. So if you feel like you have the symptom of getting COVID, you do it yourself so that you know. You don't have to submit to the school in order to get permission to come to work or not. So if any parents ask you about this, you can answer in the same way that you are not required to take it. But for your safety, you can do as many as you want. You can do it. There's no one to stop you from doing it for your health intention, to keep yourself safe. Okay. So we follow the government regulation. Okay, and any employee who are absent due to COVID, you have to use your 10 days of sick leaves. Okay, so you remember this. It might be slightly different from the past that everyone can stay home in order to keep yourself safe and to protect others. Okay, but now, as long as your etiquette test is negative, you can go anywhere, you can do anything with any people. But when you are in the hall like this with many people, for your safety, mask is your choice. It's not any compulsory. Okay? I can remove anytime I want. That's my choice. But I cannot force you to remove. That's your choice for your safety. Okay? So we understand the same thing. Okay, now I will talk about the action from the board meeting. Okay? I try to recall because we have many actions voted. Okay? Some of the actions were announced by Mr. Kim already when he talked about perfect attendance, right? And birthday voucher, and no sick leave gift. These things are were voted in the board already. Okay. Besides that, we have good news for everyone that this year, okay, I would like to thank Kat also for working very hard so that the board can see our finance situation before we approve this and that. Okay. We are going to increase the wage scale 3% for those who are still under the ceiling, okay, according to your category. Okay. You have to know your category before you sign the contract, Mr. Kim. You have to know your category so that you will know whether you can still increase or you are already in the maximum already. Okay. If you are not at the maximum, you will receive the 3% maximum increase from your salary. Okay. And next one, from today, we are going to top up in the card 50 baht, right? 50 baht per day. This is for this is intentionally for lunch. Okay? Our action is to provide free lunch, but the only way we can do is to top up in the card, and so that you can use when you go to eat. Okay? You can use any time during the day as long as the cafeteria is open. Okay? You will top up monthly or weekly? Monthly. Okay. Finance office will top up monthly for every one of us. So when you go to eat, don't worry about the money, but only 50 baht per day. Beyond that, I believe you can pay. Okay. I usually eat 45 baht or sometimes 60 baht per meal, so I pay 10 baht more. That is not a problem for me. So not only in the cafeteria, okay? Because in the snack bar, we also sell things there. You can use this in the snack bar too. Okay. Okay, you can use this not only in the cafeteria, you can use in the snack bar as well. So in case you want snack or you want some drinks, you can use this. Okay, we top up 50, and I hope you will top up by yourself another zero, another zero, 500. Okay, not only you to receive this top up. Good news for those who have children studying here. We will also provide this for your children. Okay? I'm sorry if you don't have any child studying here. And I'm sorry for those who are above the age that you can reproduce. If you are still in this age, it's wise to start, okay, to start this project in your family, okay? Okay, next one is also about our children. Okay, we have made a specific schedule for tuition and fee. And then we give the discount and also discount from the school and discount from the church membership, okay, all together. I think we pay less than the previous years. Okay, we pay less. You can check with CAT or finance office when you go to pay for your child or tuition fee. Okay, you can compare from last year. I believe it is a lot cheaper than last year. Okay, and for the teachers, okay, for the teachers, being a teacher in our country require license. Okay, require license. We would like to empower, we would like to promote every one of us here to gain this license, because the license proves that you are qualified to be a teacher in our country. So we are going to give you 500 baht monthly, okay, monthly, to part of your salary, okay, starting August. Okay, but only the 5 years license, okay, not the temporary one. Okay, we would like you to work hard on that so that one day you will be fulfilled and you will get this permanent license. Okay. Okay, for those who do not have teaching license because you work in other departments or whatever, if you have the master degree for the job you are doing, we also give you similar like giving to the teaching license, okay, the 500 baht for master degree, okay? And okay, next, okay. This is something new to many of us, but I believe most of us are familiar with this already, okay? Because we are school under the church system, and the school has been invested by the church. Okay? Many years ago, 65 years ago, okay, the church spent a lot of money to buy the land, to build a building, or to start the schools, this and that. Until today, okay, we see how much the church invested so that we have job today, so that we have income today. And one of our belief as being a Christian, especially the Seventh-day Adventists, is returning tithe to the church. And the church income is from tithe only. So in order to be grateful to our organization, so we return our tithe monthly, regularly. Okay? This year, the tithe will be from your gross income, okay, like salary, city allowance, and many of you have responsibilities, license, things like this. Okay, it is our income, right? Even though it is not listed under salary, but it is our income. For housing, we do not, because we don't receive. We just pay to the house owner. Okay, I think you understand the reason why we start this policy this year. Our church is also expanding, growing. They have many plans to do things here and there. Okay, they have many plans to invest. Okay, so the only income for the church is the tithe from the church members and the faithful church members. So in order to support the work of God, the work of Thailand Mission, this is one way we support. Okay? We return our tithe faithfully to the church. Okay? And the next one also related to the tithe. Okay? Next school year, not this school year, next school year, okay, we are going to categorize the benefit that school provides for employee into two separate categories. Okay, we call number one, basic benefit. Okay, number two, full benefit. Okay, for the basic benefit is the benefit that required by the labor law, okay, which is salary and what else? Okay. Whatever that the law doesn't require us to pay, we do not pay. Okay. But whatever the law required to pay, we'll pay. Okay. That is for the basic benefit. Okay. For the full benefit is whatever we are giving now is called full benefit. Okay. When we divide into two categories, some of you might be affected, but we are giving you the reminding 1 year ahead of time. Usually, the law will require us to, if you make any change, if you make any policy, new policy, it is 1 month required to let the employees know ahead of time. But we are sharing with you from now on to prepare yourself for the next school year if you are planning to work with us here in the next school year. So I think this will be, this is the important information that you need to know from now so that you can prepare yourself to be ready in the next year. This morning, when our manager shared with us about the facilities, I was thinking he would share with you this, but he didn't. So I will be the one who share with you. Okay? This is also the action from the board. Okay? I talked with Kun Kat, asked her about the housing allowance that we give our staff, how much we spend monthly, and I found out that every month the school is paying for our staff to rent the house outside. The amount is about 1 million, right? It's about 1 million or 1.2 million a month. So 1 year is like 15 million baht that we pay to the owner of the residence that you are staying. So this comes to our idea that we will build our apartment or condominium, whatever you call it. Okay. We have the board action already, and then from now we will study, we will design, and we will plan to start building our own residence as soon as possible. Okay, in the future, you don't have to be worried about getting a place to stay or whatever. Okay, when we have our own, so you don't have to drive to school. Our location is where Pastor Carlo is staying now. That part, okay, we'll start phase 1 first. Okay, after that, if we still have money, we will, because we save the expense. Okay, we will do the second or third phase. Okay, if we have more than enough, we can also let like BAIS staff or Thailand Mission staff to rent from us. Okay, this is our big project. So I need your pray for this big project. It will take a lot of money to build, but I believe within 5 to 10 years, this investment will return back to us, and then we will have a good place to stay. We don't have to worry about getting early to get to school 6:30. We can even start school 5:30 if we stay here. Right? Because you don't have to travel. You just walk across the road and you can start the work. Okay? I need your pray, okay? Especially for this project. Pray so that we can build a good building. Pray so that we can have a good design. Pray so that we can get a good constructor. Okay? Pray for everything so that we will be happy in the future. Okay? These are the other matters that I have on my list. Okay, I think from now you can ask the question so that we can answer. Okay, Kim?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ajahn Jaran, for those information that you have provided. So I think right now the floor is open for your questions. And if you have your questions, please come in this using that microphone so that we can address the question that you may have. Anyone to break the ice first? Related to school, and our school principals are also here, so they can help answer when it pertains to your section. Anyone? We have enough time for the Q&A, but if there's no question, we have a break and enjoy our lunch by 12. But we will entertain questions. Yes, Sir Debbie? Thank you. Sir Debbie first, and then Sir Angkor. Yes, Sir Debbie.
Hello, check. I have two questions, sir. Number one, with regards to our 5 years license, we already comply the diploma in education for teaching, right? But our problem now is the CRUSAPA and the Higher Education of Thailand is not clear about their policy about taking the exam. They are telling us that we need to take exam, but when we submit our documents, their reply is just only, this one is a survey, how many will take the test? And for now, we cannot get any right answer about when is the test, what is the test, or what are all the requirements that we are going to do to get the 5 years license. And my number two question is with regards to our living allowance. I am here for about, I think 4 or 5 years now. The living allowance is ranged with about 5,000 baht. But before I came here in Thailand, the oil is about 15 or 20 baht. Now it's about 60 baht, the oil. Is the school or the board consider our living allowance to consider also our commodities nowadays? That's it, sir.
Thank you, Sir Debbie, for your questions. To answer number one, yeah, we are on the same page. CRUSAPA website is very difficult, okay? When we keep on checking it, even if our Thai staff is checking and or calling, we cannot get information. But what I can suggest, especially those who are in the almost there process, to please be patient because we will be praying also for you. Our visa staff and Mr. Sompong and Mr. Pipat are trying their best. Remember that, we have these news before that they said, oh, this one cannot, this one cannot, this university cannot. But when we tried again, yes, it's okay, right? So Sir Debbie, yes, your concern is taken. Sir Sompong and Sir Pipat are here. I know that they heard your question about the test. To tell you honestly, there is no exam posted on the website for now. Okay? May minakrap. If in case there is a schedule, Mr. Sompong and Mr. Pipat will definitely inform us and we will announce it to you. Okay? Second question about the living allowance. Ajan Kap, you mentioned many things, but this is about finance matters. And I concur to what he said. Living allowance has been there like that for decades, yeah? Especially those who work here for 3 or 2 decades. Yeah, it's not increasing, but based on what I heard this morning, the board approved, okay, to give some other things in some areas. But I want Ms. Catherine to answer this. Okay? Ms. Cat, about money.
Thank you for your sharing. We know that we all go through these financial challenges, but working in our SDA institution, you know that our salary, our benefits are within the range that we can provide. And at the same time, we try to find ways to go around to give you extra like gifts, vouchers, food. So the basic salary that we give is according to the institution's policy. We have to go accordingly, and our living allowance, our housing allowance is also according to policy. So whatever we provide is according to policy, and we cannot work with that, or we just have to wait that the higher institution will upgrade their policy, then we can follow them. So for now, we're trying our best to provide other things that we can do, which is not connected to the fixed policy.
To reiterate the information, it was announced that by Ajanjaran that effective August 1, okay? First, those with master's degree can receive what? How much? 500 additional. If you have your license, additional what? 500, it's 1,000. And if you are receiving, example, 60% for the previous 2 years because no increase, this year you will get additional 3%, okay? So how much all in all? I don't know how much is 3%. I think roughly it depends upon your salary. Nakap, right? So Sir Debbie June, the living allowance is not moving yet, but instead we are trying to find ways to support in some areas. Any more questions? Yes, Sir Angkor. Sorry, just to clarify, Ajan mentioned license and master's only one, na? Only one, not two. Sorry. Yes, Sir Angkor, use the microphone.
I have 2 questions. The first one is...
Microphone, please.
Yes. Okay, I have 2 questions. The first one is for the COVID problems. Since I have taught summer school, and what happened was that, I discovered that I had students in my class who got COVID infections. And then what they do is they started eating with their friends. Their friends also got. So later on, the last week of summer, I was having difficulty giving the exam. So this is something I think should be in concern, that how are we going to handle? Because just now we said student can wear, or even teachers, it's their choice. So what happened is we will have difficulty as teachers if we don't put up some restriction or some ground rules. So this is one of the questions. And second question is regarding the food in cafeteria. I see we have mainly focus on just chicken, meat, right? And we don't have fish. I mean, since I was learning as an alumni here, I hardly had a chance to eat fish, just chicken. And you know, these days, chicken, they are being injected with hormones. So what happened is those hormones gets back into the children. And kids are also focusing on eating chicken and chicken. Another thing is we don't have that much variety of food, and students, they tend to order Grab or Food Panda. Even teachers, we get fed up with the food, the variety of food. So I think many of us feel that there should be some changes also in the food that we eat and the food that we serve to the kids. Okay, so these two concerns that I'm worried about. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question. We know that the COVID situation that is make our education disturb a lot. So that's why we need your help. Also, we need parents to help the student to study well in their studying. So we try to find the way that we can help the education meet the need. So we thought that if you have any idea, we are willing to listen and apply that. And also for the student, sometimes it might have a lot of problem. We understand that some family, they don't have any, even the printer. They don't have, some they have computer, but they have a lot of the kids need to use. They have cell phone, but cannot access to online learning. So it's kind of difficult to control this one. So hope that the COVID situation will be better during this year. So this is our concern. So thank you very much for your question. And another thing, we are talking about food that we have in cafeteria. Actually, we try to provide many different kind of food. You can choose. Now we have 2 floors in the food building. Okay, so we will try to prepare a lot of different types of food, not only Thai food, but we will try to have different. But I'm not promised that we can prepare for all, because we have a lot of students, we have a lot of teachers, we have a lot of staff, so we cannot prepare for everyone. So that's why we try our best to prepare the food that have enough for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ajahn Panuwat. Yes, Sir Elil is raising his hand, but just for your information, recently there's a news from TNT, Thailand News TV, that Thailand is reopening, where in fact they reached, 3 million tourists, okay, from January to July. And number 1 is Malaysians, Wow, congratulations. We have a lot of Malaysians in Thailand. This time, that was posted, I think, 1-2 weeks ago. Yes, Sir Ilil, your turn.
Morning. I have two questions. Two questions. Number one, our director mentioned something about the breakdown of two categories, regular and the full one. And you mentioned that you're letting us know ahead 1 year. When are we going to see those? Because you're letting us know 1 year ahead, but we don't know them yet. And if you let us know ahead a year and just send information a month before the next school year, then there's no point. So maybe if we see those before, ahead of time, so we know what to do for next school year, and it would be great. Because I think many teachers in here, I would say, are here because of the benefits. And if we start taking some benefits from the teachers or staff, you will see a number of people leaving the school. Number two, you mentioned that we will use the 10 days. I think we have 10 days for sick leave if we get infected with COVID. I see this will create probably an issue, because if, let's say, we get infected with COVID, usually in the past we will take up to 7 days or something, right? So let's say it takes 7 days out of 10. I have 3 days left for you to use. God forbid you get sick again with something else. What's going to happen? Are we going to get deducted? Or the school will just shoulder that part? Or what have the school thought about those situations? Thank you.
For the hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. For the first question about the benefit category, Kim and I will be working on it, and we will send you specific details, and with the update financial policy that we have added. What Ajantaran mentioned this morning, we will give it in the email and with all the updates, so that you will see what is new to our financial policy and the benefits, which will be effective school year 23-24. And for the second one, for sick leave, I understand that COVID takes a long period to recover. But like your concern, you might not have enough sick leave. I think that one we can talk about it for additional emergencies. We can communicate with that with your principal, or you can principal can also directly to us with case to case.
I want to add a little bit about COVID. COVID, we don't like COVID, right? So, but what we can do is we need to be careful. Okay, everyone don't want COVID. We understand that. But if you got infected, okay, you are allowed to stay at home until your ATK test become 1, not 2. Okay, and then you can come and work. Don't worry. But for sure that COVID, if you want to stay at home, maybe not more than 10 anymore. Because our Thai government, they also said that nowadays is not it's not, I don't want to say that dangerous anymore, but it's okay now. So that's why we need to be careful. If we are not be careful, you may get infected, okay? But if you get infected, you can stay at home, okay? Until you feeling well, and then you can come for work, okay? So that's why we open the school. They want the student to learn, not online anymore. So that's why we, as the school, we also try to encourage you to be careful yourself and take care of yourself. And we were happy that you are not infected with the COVID. Thank you.
Anyone else? No more, Sir Jolly? Oh, yes, sir.
Good morning. This is concerning the Provident Fund. All throughout my stay here, I have seen teachers who have resigned just to get the Provident Fund because of some emergency in the family. Like there is a serious member who got sick and they needed a big amount of money. And even key teachers, and when I say key teachers, some are department heads who resign just to get their Provident Fund. So is there a possibility or maybe a consideration from the administrative team that, if the teacher would reach a certain amount of year, let's say 10 years, 15 years, and the employee could have the chance to get the Provident Fund without resigning? And it could probably a way of saving money on the school side because they won't have to pay the contribution. So I'm just wondering if it is one of the considerations that the school would have to do to avoid losing teachers, even key teachers.
Thank you for that thought. Anyone wants to agree to what he suggested? That we can get the Provident Fund in some, or there's a specific year, or anyone? No? Okay, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ajan, many. Yes, Kat, do you want to recommend? Do you want to recommend to the board? I would like to hear from our finance lady.
Thank you for that question. Based on experience, we see that going on. But I just want you to know that the purpose of Provident Fund is a retirement savings for the school with the employees so that when you retire or you will have savings because that's the only one that the school is contributing to you. And if you need emergencies, cash advances or anything, you can talk to the school, to the admin, and we may consider, depends on the purpose. And yes, for Provident Fund, according to policy, we do not, if you're still working, we do not give, it's the policy of the institution. So it's not only EIS, so it's all our SDA institution. So if you resign, that's the time that we cut. And the Provident Fund, EIS contribute, and you also contribute into the fund. But if you work until 10 years, if you resign, you will get both employer and employee 100%. But if you work less than 10 years, you will get employee 100% and employer 90% for 9 years, 80% for 8 years. But if 10 years, then you get for both sides 100%. If you resign or you retire.
Okay, I would like to give some more information. Okay, we are under the church policy, and this policy is worldwide policy that we have to comply. Okay, in order to get the Provident Fund, it is required that the employee must resign. And payment is according to what Kun Kat explained. Actually, we keep your provident fund. School do not gain anything. We do not get anything. So the intention of keeping this for you is when you retire from school, like when you are 60, okay, you will have this amount of money for your, the rest of your life to spend. If you use it earlier, by the time when you retire, you might not have enough to survive. Okay? If you compare to the many pastors who are already retired at this moment, they have a monthly, what do you call that? Pension, right? They have the pension policy that the church give to these retired people. But for us, our age, mine also was cut in the year, I think 1998. Yeah, this policy was cut. So after that, they require school to have the provident fund policy to keep the money for the staff, so that when you retire, when you are 60, you will have this amount of money so that you can survive after that. It is the intention of the church, the organization. Okay.
Okay, addition of the finance problem. Finance is a lot of problem, right, for our life. Okay, Provident Fund, we understand that your money is there, right? But involved of that, we have school money also, right? So that is the problem. Because of we have the policy of the Provident Fund. So we need to follow not only the school, but according to the organization, TAM, and also involved with the bank. So that's why we have policy. That's why we cannot withdraw, even that is your money. But don't worry, if you sick, you get sick, you have a big bill of the sickness. So you can write to the school. Okay, we have the maybe we are going to have 6 maybe just call advance or loan. Maybe we will let you know after approve. So don't worry, we try to help you. Okay, we try to help you because everyone we don't want to sick, right? Get sick. Yeah, I understand that, but what to do if we get sick? So we need to pay the bill, right? So we understand. But I also want you to understand that Provident Fund we cannot. Okay? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. I saw Ajahn Perachod. Do you have a question, sir?
Actually, Ajahn Panuwat explained something, but I still curious about the possibility, because there are 2 parts of Provident Fund, right? Maybe become second option of the policy for the employee. What if we can reach to 10 year, 15 year, 20, 25? Is it possible? Asking about a possibility. Can we just withdraw our own part and we keep the school there until the retirement? That is my question.
That is a very good suggestion, sir. But we will listen to Kat, if she can answer you with regards to that. Ma'am Kat, ช่วยหน่อยได้ไหมครับ
Thank you for that advice. I know all of us, but based on what we know, that this intention of the Provident Fund is for our retirement so that we will be stable financially. But we can take that to ADCOM and recommend it to the board and see what they see, because our policy is also under TAM. We follow what they do. And if we open requests for opening up, I'm sure other institutions under TAM will also will need to consider that too. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Follow up.
Yeah, sorry for, I would like to share some. Because of that, according to the first question, I cannot say that many of the employees resign because they need some kind of money, provident fund for their kind of plan for their future. Since long ago, one of the teachers resigned because of they need the money for buying the land. And that land, they can build whole house and living until now. I know that is a policy. The policy can be changed for some time. And I'm not asking only for EIS faculty and staff. It could be for all under TAM institution about the possibility for the employees part of the plan can be refunded, can be withdrawn. But we understand that the TAM or the school board concerned about our future. But can we leave the school part saving for us for the future plan? Thank you.
Okay, to answer your second question, you talk about withdrawing your part and keeping the school part, right? Okay, I think we cannot do that. When we withdraw, it's both part to do withdrawn. Not only your part and keep the school part when it is to a certain time. We cannot do that. Okay, to withdraw is to withdraw all. Okay, to withdraw all. This is not school policy. Okay? This is also the bank policy, right? When we withdraw, we cannot withdraw only this part and keep this part. Okay? The Provident Fund we transfer to the bank, and the bank will manage. They will take our money for the investment. They get some profit, and they will give it back as the interest to our money that they spend. Okay? We cannot withdraw only one part. Okay.
I know that there's a lot of things running around here, but let us remember that in every problem there is always a solution. And also, our prayer, there is also an answer, but sometimes it says, wait, maybe no, and or yes. So please continue to pray as we work together this school year 2022-23. The answers might not be enough, but I know you have also your answers. So if you have suggestions, please feel free to inform us. Inform the administrators, inform also the principals. Because while we work together, it is important for us to be together also. Problems are everywhere, not only here, but let us help solve the problems. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Or do you still have questions? No more? Okay, Sir Ilil is there. Yeah, and then I'll give the time to Mr. Ian to answer this. Sir Ian? Okay, Sir Ilil?
Yeah, just one suggestion. We were told that we will be the one telling the parents or the students the COVID policies. I think it would be way better if the school sent a proper email to the parents explaining what to do so they know instead of us explaining them.
That is well taken, Sir Ilil. Yes. The email will be sent soon, and we will be sending also an email about the new student orientation. If not today, maybe tomorrow. But we will try our best to send within today about the orientation and the protocol. Yes, anyone else? Sir Ian, so anyone? No more? Okay, we'll give the time to Sir Ian.
Good morning again. For me, I'd like to share with you a few thoughts on items I've received. I have chosen not to speak much, but I think this is a good time to clarify a few things. First off, Ajahn mentioned earlier about the 50 baht lunch allowance for all employees. That sounds good, right? 50 baht for the whole school year. Now, as an additional statement to that, we have our primary and our primary teachers, meaning our kindergarten up to grade 2 teachers. Please be informed that we had an initial conversation with Ma'am Hazel is at the back, that our self-contained teachers, they have access to food provided by the school. And so what we have decided to do is to give you an option of whether you want to choose the 50 baht from the school, okay, or to eat the food that is being provided for the children. They will prepare extra for you. That's my understanding. So if you choose to avail of the 50 baht lunch allowance from the school, please express your interest to Ma'am Hazel. Once we have all the names, we can finalize the individuals who are entitled to the 50 baht lunch allowance for the whole school year. Okay, nahap? So 50 baht lunch allowance for everybody, but our self-contained teachers have the option of eating with the children, or to avail of the 50 baht lunch allowance. Now, if you choose to avail of the 50 baht allowance, you may buy your food, but please do eat with the children as well. Yes, Ma'am Joy?
Ian, we got the food in the classroom because we don't have the time to go out for lunch. We don't have a lunch break. Now, you give us a choice. If we choose the 50 baht, you are not going to give us food. So what are we going to do? Serve the kids and be hungry the whole time? The reason we got the food because we are working during that time. All the rest of the teachers have a lunch break, but we don't have. That is the reason kindergarten get food. And now if you are going to give this money to all teachers, I think we should be included since long ago, and which is the reason that we have been talking with you guys this is not fair if you don't give to us. We got that food because we're working. And on top of this, we should still have the 50 baht. You get what I mean? If we take the 50 baht and you said, okay, no food for you, and that means we need a lunch break too. Can we kindergarten teachers have the lunch break?
Okay, so I think we are all understanding the same thing, that Ma'am Joy is saying they don't have any lunch break, so they have no choice but to eat children's food. But there is extra food for the teacher for sure. And what she's trying to say is they're still entitled to the 50 baht lunch allowance. Okay, so I think that's the situation right now. We have not discussed that entirely in ADCOM, but we have presented the option of the 50 baht or eat with the children. Now, the thing to do with this has probably to be done through the section principal. We will go back with Ma'am Hazel and then elevate the discussions within your section, and then we will communicate with her directly for other options that we can explore to address the issue. But I think right now the presented option is 50 baht lunch allowance or eat with the children. It's very challenging, you see, because we are in different situations. You are in the kindergarten section, and you have a different situation as compared to those in the elementary, middle, and high. Regarding the lunch schedule, maybe let's look at the schedule and how can that be worked out within your section first. Maybe some recommendations we can receive through Ma'am Hazel, and the administration will be able to hear out through Ma'am Hazel in a little while. Will that be okay, so that we will not be spending long time on this? But do you have any other let's say, concern to raise, Ma'am Joy?
If you said that you are going to take care of this matter through Hazel, then we are going to talk with Hazel and she can bring it up. But I would like the admin to understand what kind of situation that we are going through during the lunchtime. And if you do not think that we deserve the 50 baht and on top of that we need the lunch, then I would like admin to go to the kindergarten during lunchtime and see what we are doing and see if we deserve that or not.
Thank you, and we can sense a lot of support from that. Plus, please understand that while we understand the situation, we cannot change. We are not, our liberty to change the schedule is so limited because you have different needs, you have different situations in different sections. So please look at that perspective as well, okay? But we will try to study again your request through Ma'am Hazel. But we had that initial conversation. Just please do know that in the past, the food you are provided is the food with the children. There is intention from ADCOM and that has been approved by the board to give you the option of the 50 baht lunch allowance, which was not given in the past. So at least that's a change to look at for now. Thank you. Number two, now just a quick comment on certain things. The schedule of the pre-session is designed such that there is principals meeting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So when it comes to decision making, I will review with our section principals every day. Any concern they will receive from you because we want to move forward in one direction across different sections. So we will talk about the COVID concerns you have received, students requesting for, let's say, accommodation if there's a COVID scenario and they cannot come to school. I will have to bounce off ideas with our principals in the afternoon about that. Tutoring has come up to our attention. We will talk about the details since there are changes in how we implement programs in the schools, meaning including SC activities. We have to understand that we need to look at things holistically as a school and then look at the options and move forward together. Again, I will go through the principals meeting process to get all of these concerns from you, and then we will discuss what we can do, recommend to ADCOM, and then present to you. So that's tutoring, on-site classes. Regarding safety, I think Ajahn mentioned that mask is still our security. If we want to avoid students or prevent or probably reduce the risk of our students getting infected, we need to, we need to be safe, meaning we still have our safety protocols in place. Okay, Nahab. So I think that's just for my part. I've spoken less because I said we have principals meeting every day today, and we are going to filter all this information and see what we can do to address the issues. Thank you, Hab.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ian. Colleagues, remember that God created us unique, right? We have janitors, we have teachers, we have receptionists, we have secretaries, we have principals. Please support Ekamai International School. Let us all start 2022-2023 empowered, inspired to serve. Have a good day, everyone. Lunch is at 12 at the cafeteria. Enjoy your lunch, and the schedule will go on as prepared. So today, please come back here, 7:45. We would like to request all department heads, grade level leaders, as well as other coordinators to please come here tomorrow. We will be introducing the leadership team and grade level leaders tomorrow. Thank you very much.